now be
Everyone.
recorded.
Let's go ahead and start. In previous session, we have seen Tably tool. With the Tably tool, what we were able to achieve? We were able to achieve the web search, right? Web search. That means, let's say if the prompt is, okay, if the prompt is explain or tell about, if the prompt is tell about ChennaReddyTraining, if the prompt is tell about ChennaReddyTraining in 2 bullets. So let's say this is the prompt. If the prompt is like this, then the question is, do you think that model have the information? May or may not be, because models are nothing but trained data, and right now we are using GPT 4x version, which was trained in 2024. So therefore, tell about ChennaReddyTraining in 2 bullets. If this is the prompt, model might not have latest information. Then how to get latest information? Search in web. So that is called web search, right? That is called web search. So let's say if I go to the google.com and type ChennaReddyTraining, then you can see there is some information. ChennaRRRS, you can see there is some information. This information, so that means from the internet, I want to search. Okay, so this is the query, this is the prompt. This prompt, I want to search over the internet, get the information and display it. For that, we have used the Tably APIs. And if anyone missed the this session, we already have a recorded session, and you can go ahead and see that. If you see here, that is nothing but session number. Okay, session number 17. Yes, you can refer the session number 17. That is about this. Next, so if this is the prompt, then we want to do a web search. Then from the web search, get the results and display it. That is what we have seen already. Next question is, let's say my prompt is like this. My prompt is tell what is the weather. Okay, what is the weather today? Okay, so tell what is the weather today or temperature. Weather or temperature today in Hyderabad. Tell what is the weather or temperature. Tell what is the weather or temperature in Hyderabad. This is the prompt. If this is the prompt, that means latest information. Do you think that a model would have that information? Model might not have that information. Okay, model might not have that information. If the model is not having weather, WATHER. Okay, so now if the question is like this, if the question is tell what weather or temperature is today in Hyderabad. If this is the question, if this is the prompt, then model might not have latest information. Then what to do? That is the question. So for this, like for this kind of thing, we have done the web search. For that, we have used the Tably API, right? For these kind of requirements, we can use another API called Open Weather Map API. Okay, we can use open. So I'll change the color. Okay, open weather, WATHER. Okay, map. Or for this, we can use weather tool. Like here we have Tably tool, right? So here it's a weather tool. This is what we can use. Okay, this is what we can use, weather tool. The answer is how to do this. The answer is weather tool. So where it is available or who is providing? So it's a part of open weather. Okay, open weather map. So that is the one. Like here Tably API. So here open weather map. So this is the one which is having the APIs, that will help us to get the latest weather of Hyderabad, Bangalore, whatever you want, whatever you want. So therefore, the next is if I want to use this kind of APIs, weather API. So to use this weather API, obviously what we need? We need API key. Okay, we need API key. So next question is where to get it? Where to get the weather API? Where to get the weather API? Where to get the weather API key? So for that, you can go to this. Just now I said, right? You can go to that openweathermap.org. So this is the one. You can go here. Okay, you can go here and create an account. Then try to log in. So create account and try to log in. So I already have an account. I just try to log in. Okay, so it's asking me to log in. Let me log in once. Okay, so let me try to log in. Yes, login is successful. Once login is successful, then you can see there is a API keys. You can see there is a API keys. Now you can create a new key. Generate is the option. Using that, you can create a key. Or if there are so many things here, right? You can use those also. So let's say I want to use this. So click on generate. You can generate it. Give the key name. So I just given ChennaRRRS and I just generated it. I already have it. So I will use this. Okay, generate the key. So we generated the key. Then put this key similar to Tavily API. No difference. There we have used the Tavily API key. Here we are using weather API key. So put in .env file. So therefore I can go to the .env file. Okay. So this line number 6. Whether open weather API key and paste that key value. So line number 6, that's it. So that is how you can do it. So what is the requirement? Let's recap once. So if you want to do a web search, then we can use the Tavily that we practiced everything. Now the requirement is something different. I want to know what is the temperature in Hyderabad. What is the current temperature in Bangalore? We might not have this information, this latest information with the model. Model is nothing but the trained data. If you see GPT 4.1, whatever we are using, it trained in May 2024, which is almost 2 years back. So then what to do? We can use external APIs. That's nothing but weather tool. Open Weather Map is the one which has lots of APIs. To use that APIs, we need the key. So how to generate the key? For that, you need to go here, create an account, okay, log in and generate the key, copy that key and put in the environment variables. Put in the environment variable. These steps are same like a Tavily. Okay, that's it. Then come back here. As I told, model or LLM may not have latest information. That's why we are depending on the external API. You can also call this as external API, right? External API, which is helping with the weather information, Now, if anyone asks, okay, what is LangChain with open weather, map? What these two combinations do? If anyone asks a question, okay, LangChain with a open weather map, what it will do? It using this, we can create AI system or AI application where, okay, first thing, okay, here we are using LangChain and open weather map, right? So using LangChain, we do what? LangChain manages the workflow. That means all the activities. Then this open weather map provides API or provides real-time weather data. Weather data. Then real-time weather data. Okay, next third one is what? We also have models, right? That will used for explains or reasons the reasons the data. So these are the three things generally we do with this application. So LangChain manages the application workflow, weather API that provide the real-time weather data, and a model take all these things, massage it, reason it, explain it, all this data, and give the response. Same like a Tavily API. So there it is a Tavily API. So here it is a weather API or weather API. That's it. There it is a Tavily tool. Here it is a weather tool. So you can see here it is a Tavily tool. Here it is like a weather tool. That's it. Like that you need to correlate it. Like that you need to correlate it. That's it. Okay. So we created an account. That account information we kept in this file. Okay, this file. Now what we need to do? If you remember, in case of Tavily, we have installed the Tavily libraries, right? Because these are the external. Okay, same thing you need to do. Step number 2, install. Okay, install this install libraries. Okay, install the libraries. What are all the libraries are needed? You can see our documentation once. So this is the document you will be getting. You don't need to worry. So as I told, we are discussing about weather tool with tool is nothing but function. That's it. Weather function in a simple word with the open weather map. Okay. LLM model don't have the live data, latest data. For that, we are using the external tools. And this is what just now we discussed. Then to use that open weather map, we need the key and we created the key like this. And we kept the key in the dot environment. Now these are the packages we need to install. So one is pip install PYOWM. You can copy this. Go to our Python code. Okay. Just create a cell. Okay. Create a cell and execute it. That is a one package you need to. Then you need to install this LangChain community package. If it is already installed, then you are good. If not, then you need to install it. Like this, you need to install all the packages, required packages. Okay, you need to install all the required packages. That's it. Then once installation is done, now write the code. Write the create AI agent. Create AI agent, which will take this prompt. AI agent takes the prompt and takes the prompt, talk to weather tool, get the response and the display. In between, there is a model also. In between, there is a model which is going to do the reasoning, finding the tools, all those things, same as our Tavily search. Now let's see how do I do that. Let's see how do we do that. So if you go on to recap our Tavily search one, same way we'll do it. Okay. So there we imported the this one load environment variables from .env. It is also same. Okay. Then we need to import this libraries, whatever we did just now. You can create a new cell or do it here itself. Okay. You can create a new cell or do here itself. So from LangChain underscore community, LangChain underscore community, LangChain underscore community. Okay, community. In that there is a utilities dot. In that there is a open this one. Okay, in that there is a open weather map. Yes, this is the one you need to import it. So here we import the Tavily, right? Okay, here we in case of Tavily web search we imported the Tavily. So but here we need to import the same steps. You can see import that open weather map API wrapper. Now here we created a object of it, right? You created an object of it using that key. Same thing we need to do. But the table is not required. So that's why I am just deleting the table right now. Okay. So therefore, now let's say RRRS underscore open WATHER weather API equal to this one. Equal to this one. I just created a object of it, reference of it. Now if you see, this is the method which is using the API key. You can see which is using the API key and doing all the magic. So let's see whether we have this in the environment file. So let's go to that environment file. Okay, let's go to the environment file. We have used a little bit different. So this is the one it want. So you just copy that and put the same value again. That's it. Copy that and put the same value again, because this particular wrapper is using this. And the key is same. That value is same. Only key is, look at here, please. This is the one I am using. If I go on to see the out of the box code for this, now this is the out of the box code. This is the out of the box wrapper function or class that is using this key. So therefore, this key name is mandatory. So use the same one because it's out of the box one. And value, whatever we generated just now. Like that, you maintain that also in the environment file. That's it. Okay, all right. That is what we have done. Then in case of Tavily, what did we do? We have written the tools, right? Here also you write the tools. Okay, here also we write the tools. Okay, so therefore now let's say in the next cell you can write it, or here only write it, write function. So I'll just delete this here. These are all not required much. Yeah, otherwise I'll just push them to down so that I'll copy whatever is needed later. So you only focus what we are typing right now. So now we need to write a function. Write function and write function. Function is nothing but the tool display results. Okay, display results. How do I write the function? Definition RRRS underscore get underscore weather. Weather by location. Okay, string. And it will return value that is also string. Now you need to provide the proper description, right? Get today's weather. Okay, for the given location. Get the today's weather for the given location. Like that we are giving the description. Now, so RRRS underscore weather underscore data. So how do I get the data? You can use this reference dot. There is a API run. Okay, or run. Yeah, run is the one. For that you need to pass your location. So that is going to get the latest data. That if you want to print it, you can print it. Print, okay, RRRS weather data equal to, you can print that. And you can also return that weather data. Print that and return that weather data. That's it. That is how we return the function. Okay, that is how we return the function. Now we can call this function. How do I call this function? You can take the name of the function and say Hyderabad. Okay, so HYDERABED, Hyderabad. Okay, so now I am just deleting the below one. These are all not required for now. We'll see. I just deleted this one. We'll just see. Now, so what I did, I just written the function which is taking the location, and the location you can see in the, this is the function I am calling by passing my location, And using that open weather map API wrapper that is having a run method, for that you pass your location. If you pass your location, it has the logic to go and talk to that open weather API or map APIs and find out latest weather and giving that weather data. That weather data I just displayed and written also. Now let's execute this and see whether we are getting the latest weather. You can see it's giving. So you can see in Hyderabad, this is the results, right? This is the results we are printing. Okay. So RRRS weather data equal to, you can see I just ran this. Now you can see it is clearly telling Hyderabad so on so on. So this is what that function is giving for my location. Okay, humidity is this much, temperature is 26 degrees, something like that. It is so 26 degrees. Okay, high is how much, low is how much, like that. It is giving all the information. This is how we can use it. Now let's see the challenges. Let's see the challenges. Let's say I just said HYD. HYD. Now run this. When I run this, see it is giving wrong data. It is telling that I don't know what is HYD. Because it don't know what is the meaning of HYD. So when you give correct HYDERABID, correct spelling, then only you are getting the results. If there is any spelling mistake, let's say HYD, shortcut, it don't know, it is saying that error. So therefore, HYDERABID, correct spelling, then it works. Let's see the combinations, please. This is what you need to identify the problem first, then we'll fix it how to do. So this will work because that is a correct name we have given. Correct location name we typed it. What about if I type just HYD? What about if I type HYD? And you can see it is telling I don't know. It's giving error. By just type HYD, it is giving error. But we always say HYD, right? So this is a kind of a correct combination, but it is not working right now. We'll see how to make it work. Okay. So then let's say someone typed wrong spelling, HYDE or DARABAD, Hyderabad, like that is someone typing and execute it. Now see again we are getting error. For small things also it is giving error. When you give exact location, then only it is working. When you give exact location, then only it is working. When you give exact location, then only it is working. Okay, so if we give something wrong, it's not working. Then what to do? How to fix these issues? So the next question is how to make them these works. So our question is if exact spelling, then fine. If there is no exact spelling, then we are getting error. So our next question is how to make these combinations to work. That means if someone give HYD, it should work. If someone gives a nearest name HYDARABAD, it should work. Nearest name, right? So how to make these combinations to work? Combinations to work. That is the question. How to make these combinations to work? If you want to make these combinations to work, you understand the problem. Okay, everything. If you want to make these combinations to work, then what you need to do is that you create the agent and give proper description, all those things. It should work. Let's see. Right now it's not an agent, right? Let's create the agent and do it. Okay, let's enhance it basically. That's what. Okay, so here it is just a function, right? Okay, so here it is just a function. In the current example, we just written a function. Now it's time to write the tools. So the answer is write the tools. Okay, write the tools. Create agent. Okay, so these tools and agents are smart enough to identify HYD means Hyderabad, HYDARABAD means Hyderabad, like that. So you need to go to the tool approach. Now are you understanding? Agent can decide. Agent can reason. Agent can plan. So that means if there is no agent, we are getting the problems, right? We are having the problems. If there is a agent, if there is a tools, then it should work. Okay, it should work. Now let's see how do I do that. Let's go to this code only. So anyway, environment variables are required. Let it be. Then these libraries are required. Let it be. Then instead of writing the function, we'll create the tool. For a tool, we need that imports, right? Okay. So for tool from LangChain dot tools and import tool. Okay. Then there is a then I want output in the formatted way. So for that we can use Pydantic. Okay, Pydantic import. Okay, base model. Okay, and field. So this base model, Pydantic and all we discussed already. If anyone missed those, please recap our previous sessions. Okay, then what I will do is that I am going to write one class. Okay, class. Okay, let's say Chenna weather data or weather data. Yes, Chenna weather data or Chenna weather input, because we are inputting, right? Then base model. Okay, then base model. So here, this is going to take a location, right? Or we need to find the location. Location, and it will be a string. It is same as this Pydantic is same as like a C language structures. Okay, so field that will have a description. Field that will have a description. Then description is nothing but, so you can just give city or state or country like that. So that means we are giving a generic description. So this is how you can create the Pydantic class. Okay, fine. Now, so we'll instead of function, we'll write the tool. So add to tool. You need to say add to tool. Add to tool. Then for this tool, right now this is a location, right? This location, I will get it from here. Okay, so therefore I'll say, let's say here you can see schema args or args schema. This is the parameter. For that, I'll pass this ChennaRRRS weather input. Okay, next is same. Now it's not a function anymore, it's a tool. So that means agent can decide properly. Agent can reason properly. Agent can do whatever it is. So definition, then so on, so on, so. Then it is a string. Then keep this as is, keep this as is, keep this as is, and so on. This is same. I'm not modifying. What is the extra I am doing? What is the extra we are doing in the current situation? The extra is this, instead of function, we make it as a tool. That tool take the location from this. Okay, from this. That means we are just generalizing so that LLM model can also decide, model can also find out. Okay, that's it. Okay, then this one we'll see. Okay, next one is we need to create the model, all those things, right? Let me copy those steps because we want to create an agent. Tool is done. This is completed. Now we need to create an agent. To create the agent, we have fixed number of steps, right? This import OS, the temperature, all those things. Let me take this, and also you need to initialize. Let me take this and paste it. Okay, and initialize. Initialization is also done. Okay, so import the OS, then chart OpenAI and initialize the model. This is done. Now we need to create an agent, right? Create agent. What is the syntax of the agent? Create agent. Okay, so create agent. How do we create the agent? Okay. If for that you need to import, right? From LangChain dot agents. Okay. Import. What you need to import? Create agent, right? Create agent. Okay. That's it. Create agent. Now, let's create an agent. RRRS underscore agent equal to, okay, RRRS underscore agent equal to create agent of what agent will take what agent will take, or what we need to pass the model first. Okay, create a model equal to, this is the model. Then you need to pass the tools. Okay, you need to pass the tool. What is the tool right now? This is a RRRS weather, RRRS get weather, that is the tool. And you need to give the system prompt. System prompt equal to, so system prompt equal to, you can say you are expert in searching. Okay, you are expert in searching weather information and get, okay, get weather of the location. So that means if someone gives the wrong one, identify the HYD, then model already knows what is the meaning of HYD. Model already knows HYDRABID, something like a Hyderabad. So that's why we are giving a system prompt. We are setting stone. You are an expert in searching the weather information. Get weather location and get the weather location. That's it. Like that, we created an agent. Once we create the agent, you can just display the agent structure. This we already seen. If I run this, let's see what is the error. The error is you need to use the comma here. You need to use the comma here. Just run this now. Okay, this one we have seen, right? It will start. Okay, this create agent will talk to the models. Model will go and identify what are the tools. Tools get executed. If no more tools, then model will do the reason. Okay, analyze, then give the results and stop it. This is the diagram. Okay, this is the diagram. Okay, fine. Now let's create a new cell. Okay, now agent is created. We need to invoke the agent, right? Now invoke the agent. How do I invoke the agent? With this one. So that will give the results also, right? So therefore, let's say RRRS underscore results equal to this one dot invoke of, okay, invoke of, now pass the information. Okay, what information you need to pass? You need to pass that messages, right? Messages. You can put double quotes or single quote is also fine. Messages. And I want to pass user message. That means prompt, Hyderabad location, like that. Okay. So for that role equal to user message, right? User, comma, and what it will have, content, right? Content equal to, now you can pass. First, let's pass the correct one. HYDERABAD. So now identify all the combinations. So if it is function, then this was working. Let's see first this is working or not, and display the results. Okay, so execute it, correct spelling. Okay, no problem, you are getting the output. No problem, you are getting the output. So the first combination is good. Okay, so this is working. Then second combination, say HYD. Okay, run this, it should work. It is working. So that means HYD combination is also working. Then third combination, let's say I will give HYDARABAD, something different. So it will identify that as a Hyderabad and it works. That is the power of, okay, agents. Now you understand what happen if agent, if no agent. If no agent, it's like a if condition, exact matching. If agent, it is finding proper locations, because that is how you have the system tone. Okay, so now what exactly happening? Let's see this. What exactly happening? Let's see this. What I can do is that I will just display this. Yeah, you can see this for now. Yeah. So can you see some please? I just executed. When I execute, now you can see. Now you can see these are the messages. Now let's understand the message. This is the results from that function. So here, okay. For now, I'll just comment this for now. Let's focus only messages, okay. So I'll just execute it. Now you can see why it is giving still display I commented, right? Okay. Oh, we are returning it. Let's no, you need to run this once. Okay, now run this. Okay, now when you run this, now you can see, so it is having only that data. Only that data. Okay, first, what is happening? This is the user message. Let's go to the HYD. Try to understand now. Why it is working? Let's understand. Okay, so this is the user message. That's nothing but the first one. Okay, let's take this into the paint. Let's take this into the paint and understand. If you understand that messages, how it is going, how it is coming, then you can debug easily. Let's say this is what it is, and let's say this is the model. Right now we have GPT 4.1, GPT 4.1, whatever may be the model, not a matter. First thing is that what? First thing is that what? So here we are sending user prompt. That is what it is going to the. That is what it is going to the model. That is what it is going to the model. So is it only sending that information? No. Prompt information and the tools information it will be sending. So that's why if you go on to see prompt information and the tools information, it will send. Same as before explanation here. But we are repeating one more time. You can see what happened. That is a human message. And okay, human message. Yeah. So human message HYD and it is sending. Okay, fine. Tools, these are not custom tools. That's why it's okay. Okay, so it is sending because that is the out of the box one we are using. Out of the box one we are using. So it is sending the prompt. Okay, what is the prompt? HYD. And if you see here, there is one more thing. If you see here, there is one more thing, system prompt. It is clearly telling. So here you already registered these tools, right? From that it will identify. Okay, so from that it will identify. Now you are good enough to search and identify the location. Get the location also. Get the location also. So that means what? Now, okay, now once this is received, step number 2. Step number 2, model do the analysis or reasoning. We call it as reasoning. We call it as reasoning. And identify for the current prompt what is needed. And put all those things in the second message. Put all those things in the second message. So that's nothing but this one. That is nothing but this one. So then what it is putting in that? Let's go back and see. So I'll just copy that second message into the notepad. Okay, now you can see. So in the second message, it is in the second message, observe here please, tools. Tools, okay, or tool calls here. See, it is giving tool call. It is telling that, hey, call this one. Okay, it is telling that, hey, call this one. It is telling that, hey, call this one, weather. And So one more thing. Now you can see, so it is identify already correct location also. Okay, so we passed HYD, right? Now this model already reasoned it. HYD is nothing but Hyderabad. Like that, it is calculated correctly. That is the information available in the second message. Now call this method, right? Call this method. Call this method. Is it with the HYD or Hyderabad? Hyderabad. So therefore, that method get called. Okay, that method get called. Where is that? Yeah, this one. Okay, now it is it is HYD right now. Okay, it is HYD right now. So it will go and call that particular API and get that results and display it, and also return it. Okay, also return it. Whatever returned is stored where in the tool messages. So that's why if you see the tool message, that will have if you see the tool message, that will have this latest weather information. Okay, so therefore if you go here, this will have all the tool information, that weather information. Okay, so weather information, and am I having any tools? No tools. Am I having any tools? No tools. So tools got executed. Am I having any tools? No tools. If no tools, then we will send one more request to the model, right? Second request to the model. Okay, so this is the request one. This is the request two. This is the request two. So here you will send the prompt and this weather information, all those things. That output you will send it. Okay, that output you will send it. This is the fourth step. This is the fourth step. Now, GPT model, take all this information and try to reason it, try to analyze it, try to summarize it. Whatever terminology you want it, you can call it as. Try to summarize it and keep all this information in this next message, which is nothing but AI message. Keep that information in the AI message. Now from AI message, you can take and display. So therefore, the last AI message should have all the information, whatever we needed to display. You can see that weather, all those things. So that's why if you go here and say dot, okay, messages, okay, messages of last one is nothing but -1 dot content. You can say content. So it will give the content of it. Okay, it will give the content of it. You can see. So if you want print, then it will give all these things in the new line. Sorry, proper formatted. Go here. Go here. Now you can see the current weather, something like that. It is giving. That's about this weather tool. That's about this. That's about this weather tool and open weather map. How to use it? Get the latest weather. And now you understand very clearly what happen if you don't write tools agents. What happen if you simply write your own code with the functions, all those things. There are some challenges like it will not work if you give HYD. If you give some spelling typo mistake, then it will not work. But if it is a tool and agent, it will work. How it will work? Just now we discussed all the combinations. That's about this one. That's about this one. Now let's move to the next topic. Okay, next topic. So far we have seen Tavily, okay, Tavily tools, okay, and agents. Then we have seen weather tools and agents. Tavily tools, agents. Okay, weather tools, agents. The next one is, let's see, DB tools, database tools and database agents. So before we go this, let's go back and see notes. This is the notes you will be getting. So we are discussing the weather tool, and that is because of that open weather map. For that, we just understand all the background of it. Then we created a key kept in the environment variable .env file. Then we have written the code just with the function. If we just write the function, all spelling correct, then it is working. Otherwise, it's not working. If you just give K, HYD or different spelling, then it's not working. So you can see this clearly written here. Then what to do? So now it's time to write the tool and agent so that it can perform all the necessary things. And you can see all are working right now. This is how you will get the nodes. This is how you'll get the nodes. Okay. So next, just give me a second.
This conference will now be
All right,
recorded.
Let's continue. So the next topic is, so far we completed the Tably tools and the corresponding agents, weather tools and corresponding agents. The next one is, let's see database tools and database agents. So that means, let's say you have database tools and database agents. What is the meaning of database tools and database agents? So the next topic is database tools and the database agents. What does that mean? Let's say you have some database. Okay. Okay, let's understand one prompt first. Okay, display, this is the prompt. Okay, prompt is what? Display today's, okay, display today's top or top 10 orders, top 10 orders in volume, or display top 10 orders, okay, top 10 orders, top 10 orders in price. So let's say highest price, okay, highest price. So this is the prompt. Now, do you think that, so the scenario is what? First, create the scenarios. So the scenario is, the prompt is display top 10 orders. Display top 10 orders. Display top 10 orders. 10 orders means in terms of the price. Let's say your order price is $5. My order price is $8. So that means mine is having highest priority. So that's why the prompt is display top 10 orders in terms of the price. This is the prompt. If this is the prompt, do you think that a model will have this information? This is the database, right? This is the database. So model might not have this information. Model might not have this information. Where this information will be available? In our database. So the question is, where generally these information is available? So the answer is company database. Let's say if company is having a company database. So the answer is company database. Let's say Oracle database or something like that. MySQL database, whatever may be the database. There it will be available. So now it's time to write the DB tools, means DB functions. So hence, so therefore, hence it's time to write DB tools, which is nothing but functions, and DB agent. What agent will do? Just now we have seen, right? DB tools. What is the meaning of DB tools? Means functions. What those will do? DB tools means what? Functions. Means, okay. DB tools means functions. Means what? Get, okay. Get records. Get underscore records, or get orders. Get orders. Let's say fetch data. FETCH. Fetch underscore data. Next, insert, okay, insert underscore data, like that. DB functions, database functions in it, write it basically, DB tools. So in a simple word, queries. Okay, DB tools. Now we will write the DB agent. What DB agent will do? What DB agent will do? It's a AI system. It's a AI system that that understands that understands user questions. User question is generally natural language, right? You can see user question means prompt. So this is nothing but user question. This is nothing but a prompt. This is in natural language. This is in natural language, simple language, not a query like a select star from order. It's not like a select star from order. It's just a natural language. So therefore, what DB agent will do? It's a AI system which will create it, understands user query, which is nothing but the prompt, and given in natural language, and convert into SQL query, then run 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 those queries and return the results. Okay, return the results. That's it. Okay, so therefore now let's say you are writing get top 10 orders, right? Display top 10 orders is nothing but get top 10 orders is nothing but what? Select star from orders where where order price highest one, like that you need to write the query. So here you just mention the natural language. Internally all these things are taken care. Internally all these things are taken care. You don't need to worry. You just write the natural language, or you just give the natural language and create the agent. Agent will take care of all those things. That's it. That's it. Now let's see how do we achieve this. Let's see how do we achieve this. So right now model will not have our database information. So therefore let's create a database, put some data, and create some tools. So what all we need to do now? What all we need to do now? What all we need to do next? So obviously we need to create some DB. Okay, put some data. Okay, create DB. Because right now model is not having the database, right? We need to create it now. To practice this end to end, we need to create the database. Means tables. Database means tables. Then we need to put some data. Then write the tools like fetch tools, all those things. Then write the agent. These are all we need to do now. Write the agent and test it by passing all the different queries. Queries are nothing but natural language. Test it. This is what we need to do now. Okay, so user will give the natural language, that will go to the agent. Agent will understand the natural language, convert into queries. Okay, and in between we use the model also for reasoning purpose. So we use the model. Agent uses the model for reasoning purpose, analysis purpose, like that. Reasoning purpose, analysis purpose, like that. Now let's see the end to end of this. Let's see the end to end of this. Please try to understand. This one, it's difficult to type it because there is a lots of code to create the DB and all. We'll do step by step slowly. Please understand. First step number one is we need to have some database, right? We need to have some database. Let's use the SQLite database. Okay. So the assumption is let's use the use SQLite 3 database. For that you need to install the SQLite 3 libraries. SQLite 3 libraries. How do I do that? This is the syntax. You can copy this and go to here and install it. So it will get installed. Okay, libraries got installed. Once libraries are installed, the next one is step number 2 is that libraries are installed, right? Now you need to see what data is available. If you go to this editor, what data is available? So we need to connect to that database and see whether data is really available or not, right? For that, we can use SQLite editor. So therefore, install, if it is already there, that's fine. Otherwise, install SQLite 3 editor. How do I do that? You can go here, go to this extensions and search with SQLite 3 and editor. So you can see this is the one. This is the one. Select it and install it. I already installed. That's why it is showing uninstall. In your case, you need to install it. Install this. That is the step number 2. Okay, that is the step number 2. Next, step number 3. So now you need to create the database. Create, okay, sample database. That is nothing but SQLite 3. How do I do that? For that, I will just go here. Okay, yeah. For that, I will go here and I will just execute this complete code. This code is nothing but just creating a table, putting the data. I'll show you. I'm just taking this and going to this cell and pasting. So what we are doing here? You can see. So we are just writing one function. Okay, create it ChennaRRRS DB and the DB name is, you can see, this is the DB name we are creating. Okay, so this is the DB name we are creating. Okay, and what is the table we are creating? We are creating employee table. We are creating employee table. Okay, there is a departments table. There is a employee table. This is the DB. In that DB, employee table, department table. This is the syntax, right? You can see this is the Oracle syntax, like create table, table name. Okay, then columns. Create table, table name, columns. Like that, we have a employee table, department table. Now we need to put some data, right? So therefore, we are trying to put the data, employee data and department data, employee data and department data, employee data, department data. Like this, we have written the code. Now we need to execute this data. Okay, so that is what it is. Insert or replace. So if it is already there, it will replace. If it is not there, it will insert it. So insert this one and this one, employees and departments. And finally commit it. That means it will put in the database and we are closing the connection. This is how we have written the function. Now we need to execute this function, which is nothing but line number 52. Just mention that function. Okay, so this function is called. Now click on this execute button. Okay, now it's got executed. You can see the sample DB created successfully. It got executed. Then where can I see? You can see there is a ChennaRRRS DB. So you can see here. Now here right side you are getting this view, right? That is because of that editor. If you don't have the editor, you will not get. Okay, so therefore now what all we have done here, we created employee department table and employee with 5 records, department with 3 records. Now let's see whether we have in that DB or not. Now you can see there is an employee table, department table, employee with 5 records, yes. Now department with 3 records, all are there. Okay, that's it, all are there. So now my database is ready. Next step number 4 is what? You need to connect to this database and write the tools. That means tools. Tools are nothing but what? Functions. Okay. So connect to this SQLite database and connect to this SQLite database and display available tools. There are default 4 tools. Let's see how do I display. Okay, what are the tools and all will display. So for that, you need to write a bunch of the code. I will just take that code. So I will just take this code, import variables and all. If you want every time write in the new cell, you can write in the new cell, not a problem. I'll just copy this code. Now create DB code is required. We don't need anymore. We just remove that and paste it in the same cell. Now what are we trying to do here? We just imported the, okay, load the environment variables from .env file. Then these are the required libraries, SQLite toolkit and database. Okay, those are the libraries, and we created the model. We initialized the model. Now the question is, we need to connect to the database, right? We need to connect to the database. So to connect to the database, where is the database? In my local. So therefore you can specify SQLite, then your location. This will connect to the database. Once it is connecting to the database, then this SQLite database toolkit, right? That is the one, okay, that is the one which provide the tools, available tools. This is the one which provides the, this is the out of the box one. If you go and see this inside, if you go and see inside, you can see it has lots of description and come down, okay, and you can see there are tools also here. Yeah, get tools. It is already having the logic, so I will use that. So you can see 4 tools are there. You can see. Okay, so we'll use that. Okay, so that's why if you go back to here, this is the one. So that's why you can see here in the line number 19. So I'm using SQL database toolkit and pass your database and pass your model. Pass your database and pass your model, and you will get toolkit. From that, get tools. From that, get tools. You can see get tools. Okay, so if you go to this one more time, so search with get. Yeah, you can see there's a get tools. Get tools. That is going to return available tools. That is going to return. This is out of the box. So you don't need to worry much. You just learn this step. It is a fixed step here. Connect to the database. Connect to the database. Get the tools. Now I want to display the tools, right? So there can be multiple tools. That's why we are writing a loop for, okay, tool from tools. Get the name of it, get the description of it. Now execute and it will show you what are all the available tools. So you can see there is a SQL underscore DB query. SQL underscore DB query. If you go here, yeah, you can see like this. There is a tool. Okay, there is a tool. Then you can see there is a schema one, list table, and query checker. Like that, we have some tools. Okay, like that we have tools. Now we will use these tools. Okay, create the DB agent, use these tools with the prompt and do all the magic. So in a simple word, in the next step is step number 5, create database agent now using the tools whatever we have, tool kit tools with the system prompt. This detailed system prompt, that is important. Detailed system prompt, that is important. Then only it will go and identify corresponding queries and all. How do I do that? You can how do I do that? You just execute it. That is good. Create a new cell. Create a new cell. There is a bunch of the code now. I will just copy this. So here system prompt is more, code is very less. I just paste here. Now you can see system prompt. Okay, you are a you can system prompt means you are giving the instruction. So you are an SQL database agent designed to interact safely, securely, that this and all, then you are responsible, understand the queries, execute the queries, always give the correct information. Then like this, you need to give detailed prompt. Then only it will work correctly. Okay. Okay. That's what I mentioned. Prompt. This is called prompting, right? Creating a system prompt. That's what I said. In the IT, we have prompting engineers. They are the one can create and suggest or tell how model should behave. So model will behave with more accuracy because of these prompts. If these prompts are not proper, even though model is having information, it may incorrectly guide us. That's the problem. So therefore, there is a bunch of the system messages where we are telling how it should behave. Okay, next database content. You always give the database, have access to my database. Only use only available tables and data. Do not assume. Okay, do not assume. That means I am telling that, hey, don't assume and give. Let's say you have some employee information. Don't assume and give your information. Okay, then behavior rules. Always inspect schema before giving the results. Like that, you have bunch of the query, and you can see safe rules. Then output. Output is what? Okay, SQL queries, clean, execute through that results, summarization results, not raw data. Like that, all the different system prompt is created. Once a system prompt is created, then creating a DB agent is very easy, right? Okay, create agent, pass your model, and pass your tools. Tools where the one whatever we are getting here, this one from that SQLite database toolkit that is giving these tools. These are the one I am passing to my agent with the system prompt. Now execute this. Now you can see, okay, agent got created. So if you want to display this agent information, you can just display that and see. Now you can see. So it will start, then it will go to the model, identify available tools, execute the available tools. If no more tools, then model take that information, reason it, and return it, then end it. Okay, that's it. That's how you can create the agent. Now you need to invoke the agent, right? And test it. Invoke the agent and test it. So therefore, step number 6 is invoke database agent and test it. Test with different scenarios. Test with different scenarios. Test with different scenarios. That means test with different queries in a simple word. Test with different queries. Now let's see. Okay, let's see. After this, you can click on new cell. Now, what is the requirement? Invoke the agent, DB agent. Invoke the DB agent, right? What is this? Yeah, invoke the DB agent. That's it. So how do I do that? What is the name we have? Database agent, right? So therefore, RRRS underscore DB underscore results equal to agent dot invoke. Agent dot invoke. Then whenever you invoke the agent, you will pass the user message, right? That's nothing but the query. So therefore, messages colon messages colon. Now you say role equal to user. What happened? Where is that code I'm writing? What happened? It's gone. I think that cell got deleted. I'll just create one more time. Sorry for that. Okay, so invoke DB agent. How do I do that? For that, we can use this DB agent, whatever we created. That will give results, right? That's why RRRS underscore DB underscore results equal to dot invoke. Okay, dot invoke. Then obviously we need to pass the messages, which is nothing but our query messages, and we can have multiple messages also. Role. Okay, then right now it's a user message, comma, and the content. Content is nothing but what? Content is nothing but I'll just put in the formatted way. Okay, content is nothing but your query. Okay, your query. So now, okay, now you can see here, please. Let's go and see the database ones. Let's go and see the database ones. Now we have so many employees. There are employees with the CSE department. There are employees with the CSE department. There are employees with IT department, right? I want to know who are all CSE department employees. So I am giving the natural language query. Okay. Display employees or give CSE. Okay. CSE employee. CSE department. That is a department, right? CSE department employee names. This is a natural language query. Now just execute it. Just execute it and see whether we are okay. We are okay. Now executed, but we did not display the results, right? Display the results. Okay, execute one more time. Execute one more time. Let's see. Okay, so execute one more time. We got the response. Okay, so who are all the CSC department? Chenna, and there is a Python DS. Let's see whether those are there. Obviously, you need to see in the last one, right? Last one. Take the last one. Go and paste here. And this is what the thing. The employees with the CSC department are, now you can see, there is a Chenna and a Python DS. Got it? That's what it is giving. It is giving correct results. Let's use the printf for this. Printf. These are all the different messages. But I want the messages of last one, right? Dot -1 dot content. Okay, now execute it. I don't want all those things. I want the last one, content. Now you can see the employees names in CSE department are Chenna, Python, DS. That's it. These are all the natural language. Now natural language is converted into queries. Queries got executed and you are getting the results. That's it. That is the power of DB agent. That is the power of DB tools. DB tools and DB agents. Like this, you can practice whatever you want. Like this, you can practice whatever you want. Now you can give different queries. Now this is one query. Now let's change the query. Okay. Let's say, tell me what are all the tables available. Tell me what are the table names. Let's see whether it is giving or not. List table. Tell me what tables are available. You can see department employee. Okay, now this natural language taken care automatically. This natural language taken care automatically, converting into query. Tell me tables. That means list tables. List tables got executed. Okay. Then let's say what is the average salary? What is the average average salary for CSE department, or give average salaries by department. Give average salaries by department. So this is a natural language query. Give average salaries by department. How many departments we have? CSE department, IT department and all. In that we have employees. That employees will have average salary. Now you should see the results. Now you can see CSE department average salary is this. HR department average salary is this. IT department average salary is like this. This is the power of creating DB and DB tools. You are just giving a natural language. That natural language is converted into all the different possibilities and calling the queries internally and getting the results and giving to us. Getting the results and giving to us. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now, that's about the output wise. Now let's see that different messages. So let's have this query and just print this. Okay, just to print this and see that all the messages. Execute it. You will get lots of messages. It's time to understand those messages. We cannot. And you have lots of messages. So let's see at least a few. Obviously, right? It is a back and forth communication between your this one and model. Okay, let's spend a few minutes on this. Okay, let's say this is a model. This is the model. First thing. So this is the user input that is available in the human, and that is what passed to the model. That is what passed to the model. Right. Okay, that means if you see the, let's look at this quickly. So if you see this one, you are having a user prompt. Now you can see user prompt. So therefore, prompt is given to the model. I will just close this, not required. Go here. So therefore, this is the first one. Prompt is given to the user. Sorry, given to the model. Now, model will do reasoning. Model will analyze it. Model will do all the magic and put that results in these messages. Put that results in these messages. Now go and see what is there in the messages. Go and see what is there in the messages. So it understands all these things and identifying the tools. Can you see the tools, please? Tool calls. Okay, this is one tool call. So for the current scenario, okay, for the current scenario, tool calls, and the name is this. Yeah, this is the name. Okay, SQLite DB list tables. Why list tables? Because that is the first one. Internally, it will call again. Okay, internally it can call more. So therefore, if you see tool calls, and you can also display tool calls if you want. Dot messages of, let's display so that you can see. Okay, let it be this. Let it be this. Then we will do it in the next row, next cell. If you go here, RRRS DB of messages. Okay, so the first one is having the tool calls, right? Tool calls. First one is having the tool calls. Just execute it. Now you can see this is the one it is returning. And that got executed. So therefore, it is giving this particular. Sorry. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. So now come here. So this is the tool it is suggesting. So if you come to this, this is the tool it is suggesting. Now it will go and execute that tool. It will go and execute that tool. That tool results is available in this tool message. Now, are we having any tools? No. Are we having any tools? No. Then a request will go to the database again. So this is the request one. Okay, R1 request 1. Then a request will go to the database again. Sorry, request will go to the model. Sorry, request will go to the model again with all the information. So that means that the tool information, okay, that tool information and prompt information and all. Now model will decide what to do next. Model will reason it and decide what to do next. That's nothing but this one. That is nothing but fourth message. This is the fourth message. That is nothing but fourth message. Now if you go and see what is there in the fourth message, let's see what it is suggesting the fourth message. Okay, fourth message dot tools. Okay, execute it. No, 4 means 3, right? Index starts from 0. 4 means 3. Now you can see. Okay, now, okay, it is suggesting SQL DB schema. That is 1. And from there, it is suggesting department and employee table. Okay, department and employee table. So that means these are the tools basically. Now it will go on to call the tools. So that's why you can see two things are there here. One is for the department, one is for the, okay, one is for the department, one is for the employees. So therefore, this is the one reasoning and giving employees department. Employees and the department. Okay, those tools got executed and kept the results in this. One is in this, one is in this, like that. Now, are we having any tools? No. If no tools, then it will send the request to the, so this one. After this, it will send the request to the model again. Request to 3. Okay, request to 3. R3. Okay, now it will, model will do the reasoning and identifying what to do next. Okay, it will summarize, it will analyze, it will do all the things and identify what to do next. That kept in this. Okay, that kept in this. So therefore, this is nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you can say 6. Okay, 6 of tool calls. Execute it and see. Now it is telling give the this is the query. Go and execute. This is the query. Okay, that query results kept here. And one more request sent. One more request sent. Okay, to the model. Again, model will identify do we need anything. Yes, kept in this. So that is nothing but 8. See what it is suggesting. So it is suggesting something. Okay, then that results is available in this. And again, go here. Like that, it will perform. Finally, this is the one which is having the response. Finally, this is having the response. Let me ask one question. Let me ask one question. I am seeing here AI messages are how many? 1, 2, okay, AI messages, 3, 4, 5 AI messages. If 5 AI messages, how many times model request? How many times model request? So first time it will go here. Okay, then this is the one. Then tools, after tools, it will go and this is the one. Two calls. Next to tools, then there is a request. That is the one here. 3. Next time tools and send a request and that is available here. 4. Next time this send the results to model and kept in this. 5. So that means number of AI messages equal to number of AI messages. Number of AI messages equal to AI messages equal to number of calls to models. Can I say this? Can I say this? Like this, you can have an analysis and do all this magics. If we change right now, how many messages total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 messages total. If query is changed, then you may not have like that. Let's change the query. Query is get CSE department employee names. So query is changed. Now you may not have that many calls. You may not have that many messages. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are there. So therefore, depends upon the query deepness, number of calls can increase. Okay, for this query, these are the calls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not the calls, these are the messages for this query. If the query is changed, let's say query is like before. Okay, query is before. Okay, query is like before. Then messages will change. That means the communication, back and forth communication can increase, decrease, depends upon the query. Okay, back and forth between model and application, message exchange can increase or decrease, depends upon the query. Now you can see here we have more, here you have more messages. That's it, that's it, that's it. Now let's go on to see the notes. Let's go on to see the notes. This is what we discussed, weather tool with the open weather map and so on. This is what we completed. Then DB tools, what is the meaning of DB tool, DB agent, then how to create the sample DB, how to install the necessary libraries, then how to create the DB, how to connect and find the tools, create the DB agent, and execute the queries. And put lots of queries like this. Okay, you can also put different queries and play. And this is the results. And you can see this is the connection, all those information. That's all for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Else we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.